Welcome to Venusian Soul. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be guidance from Spirit. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which cards have a message for you. We have pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi group 1. So the first message I'm hearing for this group is I feel as though it's like you're on the precipice of a rebirth cycle. We have death, new life, and then you're emerging here with the world. I feel like there's a sense of coming out. I just heard full bloom, but there's a sense of, growth, evolution, expansion, and coming out the other side. As I just heard more of yourself, especially because we have death, but then we have the Empress sitting above. So there's also a sense, because I keep hearing the more at peace you are with yourself, with almost every aspect of yourself, every aspect of your being, your dreams, your desires, your passions, the more that manifests positively in the physical. So Spirit is encouraging you to really embrace all sides of yourself. And it could be as well embracing the things that make you you, in the sense of your talents, your passions, the kind of distinct interests that you may have. For some of you with the World and the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, you may be bringing something into the physical. There could be a passion or a dream or some sort of gift ability you have that you're going to kind of share with others, or you're going to explore. But with the Devil, there's almost a sense that for some of you, there could be something that still holds you back or pulls you back. And this could be, something that's a little bit toxic, or something from the past that you're still in the process of releasing and letting go of. There's just a sense of severing ties with anything that kind of keeps you small. With the Devil, the Four of Pentacles, there is an element here of letting go. And I feel like Spirit is asking you, I'm hearing, let go of anything that crushes your spirit or that diminishes your spirit. These could be people. This could also be memories, things that people have said or the ways that people have treated you. It's just a sense of not allowing anything or anyone to hold you back. Because I feel like there is this potential for a new life, a new beginning, a new chapter. But in order to receive it, certain things may have to be left behind. Certain energies, memories, especially with death here. Because I'm hearing you're going through a rebirth, but you're actually becoming more of yourself, which means you're shedding the things that were never truly yours. And I feel for some of you, these energies may have come from other people, from, what they thought of you or their beliefs or what they wanted you to do, rather than, it being directed internally. Because with deep knowing and peace, the more we know ourselves, the more and the greater sense of peace we have. It almost becomes or reaches a level where you're unshakable, where other people with their words or their thoughts or opinions can no longer sway you. Even their opinions or thoughts around your life, your lifestyle, your dreams, your desires. So Spirit is saying and guiding you toward, giving that energy back toward yourself, and making sure that when especially when it comes to your next chapter, your next cycle, your next steps, make sure that you're choosing in a way that honors who you are and what you want, what makes you happy. I see it as you kind of taking a step back from, the people, the settings, the situations that just don't nurture you, that don't honor you. Yeah, with the World and the Ace of Wands as well. Again, I keep hearing, don't talk yourself out of your passions and your desires, because I feel for some of you, this could be a new opportunity, or this could be something that you love to do, that you've been interested in, and Spirit is giving you that nudge or that green light to move ahead, especially with thriving and courage. It makes me feel, in order for you to really thrive in the fullest sense, for you to really have you know, a life that reflects what you desire on all these levels, it is going to require a level of courage or stepping beyond your comfort zone. Because even this Four of Pentacles can kind of come across as, you know, sticking to a level of comfort or certainty. So I do feel there is this guidance to move beyond what you've known as you feel guided to do so. Obviously, listen to your intuition and do so in your own timing. But I also feel with the Ace of Swords beneath the Four of Pentacles, there may be some truths that come to the surface that help to, I almost feel like you're going to be using this sword to cut yourself loose, to free yourself. So there could have been some, you know, beliefs, energies, ideas that were kind of holding you captive that you're letting go of. It's like being ready to move ahead. With the Lovers in the World, I feel like there may be a choice point as well. Or you may be coming up against a point where you can make a decision and take action in a direction that will lead to a very different life or very different experiences to what you've had previously. And perhaps the message here as well is Spirit really letting you know that you don't need to be afraid, that you can trust what's coming towards you, that you can feel safe within the change, within the movement. But with the Devil, I do feel for some of you, there's one particular either situation, person, or memory that you may really need to free yourself from or of before kind of things start unfolding, or before you really can move ahead and take action, follow your passions, you know, have that new beginning. With relaxation as well, I think reading might be really instrumental for some of you. Obviously, we've got the book depicted here, but I feel like for some of you, when it comes to this next chapter, next phase or opportunity, there may be some really valuable information around that shift that comes through reading. Whether it's a book, whether it's online, I just feel like there's something you may learn, or there's information that you can gather that is going to ease that journey and transition. With Death in the World as well, I feel, again, I keep hearing like shedding old skin, and I'm seeing an image of a snake shedding skin. There's a sense of, for many of you, I feel like you've outgrown where you're at your current juncture in life, or where your current, it could vary for all of you, but it could be like having outgrown certain connections, having outgrown a career. There's just something that's, I feel, maybe holding you back, or just you're ready for more, essentially. But I also feel here, there could be strong ties with this Devil energy that make it harder to fully break loose, even strong mental ties. And again, this could be on the mental level with the Devil. This could be, you know, being afraid of branching out, or feeling as though, you know, if you do branch out, there'll be, I don't want to say dire circumstances, but there can be those subconscious fears that if I take action, or if I jump into this new life, into this new energy, you know, what will happen? Will I be safe? You may be kind of questioning what the outcome will be, and that could generate fear as well. So I feel like Spirit is kind of letting you know that you are safe, you can trust what comes in, and you can trust the actions you're guided to take. But the more you are at peace within yourself, the more you dedicate time to honoring yourself, your dreams, your desires, the better the outcome's going to be in regards to what shows up in the physical. Not only what shows up in the physical, but how at peace you feel with certain circumstances. It's like it allows you to kind of refresh your energy, or have clear sight in regards to, okay, this is the life I deserve, or this is what I truly desire. These are my goals, my dreams, my ambitions. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Hi, group 2. So in terms of the energy, I feel as though for this group, there may be some upheaval. Like there might be a lot of changes. There could be some fear as well, because we start with this 9 of Swords. So I feel like there's some sort of fear or uncertainty around what's up ahead, what's going to happen, changes that are coming in. You may be feeling as though you are at the end of a chapter. You are closing something out, or there's just new opportunities around you and you're not sure, you know, how to take it or what direction to move in. With this 10 of Swords as well, 10 of Wands, there's a sense of, you know, letting go, not holding on to what may make you feel secure, but holds you back. There's a sense of, okay, I need to let go of what has been. I need to let go of old energies. You know, it could be old patterns in order to create room for the new. For this group, it's all, I just keep hearing transition. You're going through a huge transition with 8 of Wands and 6 of Swords. It's like there's a new horizon for you. There's a new beginning. I see that you will be feeling really empowered with leadership. But right now, with the 9 of Swords and 7 of Cups, it could be like you may have a lot of, you know, fear or thoughts you're dealing with. There could be a lot of uncertainty, especially 9 of Swords, 7 of Cups, with multiple opportunity or not being sure entirely which direction to take, where to focus your energy. But with Blessed and Serendipity, there is this sense of divine protection as well. There is an energy of, you know, you being safe. You being able to trust what comes in for you. But I do feel as you go through this shift, it could be a little bit rocky. You may need to be gentle with yourself. And I feel like Spirit, the really strong message coming through is that you are safe and you are protected, and not to cling on to what has been or the past out of fear. I definitely feel for this group, like what's coming is much better than what has been with Blessed, and we have Blessed sitting above 7 of Pentacles. So there's this sense of, you know, you investing in your future, you putting energy toward the things that matter to you, but trusting as well that it will lead to positive outcomes. With Serendipity as well, I get that sense of, there could be a sense of the unexpected, or the way blessings come in aren't completely what you envisioned, or there is an element of uncertainty, but I feel like that uncertainty is working in your favor. With the 10 of Pentacles as well, you're also moving toward a future. There may be certain aspects of the physical that are becoming more secure and more abundant. You also have security and protection. So again, Spirit is saying you are blessed, you are protected as you go through these changes, as you go through certain shifts internally. So there's a need to, you know, have faith in yourself and not become overwhelmed. For this group as well, with this 9 of Swords, meditation or anything that helps center you. Could be movement, yoga, things that kind of silence the mind. Mindfulness, I feel like that can really help you in terms of moving through these changes or moving through this transition. Yeah, I don't know if for some of you, I just keep getting this fear. Spirit is saying there's fear here, or doubt and uncertainty, but look at the blessings, look at what's on the other side. So I do feel it may be feeling a little bit chaotic or messy, but it has a beautiful outcome. But Spirit's saying you may not be able to obviously see that outcome right now. And with this 6 of Swords as well, it's like heading toward your rainbow, heading toward, it could be a path or circumstance, person, action where you feel it is your fulfillment. It's letting go of what has been so that you can have what you've always wanted, is what I just heard. So there's a sense, there's definitely an upgrade, an improvement, you're advancing, but I just keep feeling where you're at right now, the transition may be a little bit messy, or this juncture may be a little bit rocky or uncertain. But Spirit is saying like there's no need to fear, you can trust what comes in. Now with mending as well, there could be something that's resolving. With mending next to the 9 of Swords, for those of you where your mind is plagued with a specific situation around a person, circumstance, something that hasn't worked out, something that's left you feeling a certain type of way, Spirit is saying there will be resolution here. So if you are kind of questioning things or just not fully knowing how to proceed, it's like Spirit is saying they've got your back, you're blessed, things are going to resolve. But again, you have to move through this transition. There may be, for some of you, I keep looking at the 7 of Cups and then back to the 10 of Pentacles. There could be new opportunities around abundance and stability, whether that's like a new home. I see your finances and security increasing. It could be a promotion. It could be a new job offer. I just feel there's a sense of, again, upgrade. Especially for those of you, if you have had some concerns around abundance, finances, whether you'll be, you know, well provided for or taken care of. I feel like Spirit is letting you know that things are going to resolve, things are going to work out. But again, I feel like the timeline or how it comes together may be slightly different from what you expected. There could be an element of surprise in terms of how things unfold. With Justice as well, you can see this balancing act. There's a balancing of the scales. Right now, though, it may be difficult to maintain balance. I feel like Spirit is asking you to find this balance within as best as you can when energies are when there's a level of upheaval or change. But the more you can center yourself and balance, I feel like things are going to flow more readily. And I also feel like you'll reach a point where you recognize that things are working in your favor, even if the way they come about or, you know, the manner of experience is different. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Hi, group 3. So what I'm seeing for this group, I feel as though for some of you, there's something that you've broken free of. With Never Ending Story, 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords, there's a sense that something may have closed out. For some of you, this could have been a connection, but it doesn't have to be. But there's a sense of a karmic pattern or a karmic cycle finally being over. And with Temperance as well, I feel like there's an element of healing. For some of you, I feel like it's a pattern of attracting karmic relationships or attracting in people that were more karmic or served a karmic purpose rather than those who you could build something solid with, or, you know, that you could have a more healthy bond with. But with the Ace of Cups sitting above Temperance, I also get that sense of, for some of you, you could have gone through, like all of you will be on different timelines. There's this sense of leaving behind a karmic situation or karmic patterns that hurt, especially around connection. It doesn't have to be romantic, but for some of you, I feel like it could be. But there's a sense of now being ready, or at least moving toward, you know, very balanced connections, connections that are very grounded in unconditional love, solid. There's a level of stability, but I feel like you had to go through this period of healing first. With Temperance, it's almost like you had to be completely whole within yourself before attracting that or before finding that. With the Ace of Cups next to 5 of Pentacles, there could have been or could be a period of time where you feel very alone, where I don't know if you had to go it alone or you felt as though every time I try to reach out, every time I try to connect, that door gets closed on me. But I feel like that serves its purpose to direct your attention within, because for this group, I feel like you found that light internally. You found your own source of happiness. You recognize what joy meant for you. With the Sun sitting above the 10 of Cups, I also feel as though there's a level, because you've attained that happiness independent of external circumstance and you radiate this energy, that's when this 10 of Cups comes in. And again, that won't resonate for everyone, but for those of you who this is around romantic connection, I feel like that's what comes in, that you have inner peace, stillness, and miracles. And this is what I'm trying to say is when you're so content within your own being, when you can access source internally, when you can access that light, that joy, that love, that's when miracles happen. For some of you, this connection may feel like a miracle. It may feel very much divinely guided. It may almost catch you by surprise, because for some of you, you may have had to really go it alone, not just in terms of romantic partnership, but some of you may have felt very alone in the world, where I don't know if you had trouble finding people that resonated with you or understood you. There's just a sense of perhaps having to kind of wade through certain situations, connections, and it's almost like you reach this point where, okay, you know, I'm happy, I'm content just with my own being, connecting with source. I recognize we're all connected. I recognize that I have access to that in every moment, and then this comes in. It's a really beautiful, powerful energy, but I feel for this group, you're very enlightened. I feel like you've had certain, and this, what I'm saying is some of the situations you've attracted have really been a blessing because they forced you to find, we have here Treasure Island, they forced you to find the treasure within yourself because you couldn't find it externally. And that's all, treasure comes from within, comes from source. So I feel, although it may have been painful and there could have been some closed doors or some difficulties, it's very much this energy of a blessing in disguise. And with a leg up, it's like spirit, because you freed yourself from a karmic pattern, a karmic cycle, spirit is now giving you that leg up and that assistance to help you move to the next level. But the first step, depending on where you are in this process and in this journey, is healing. Because we do have Temperance showing up next to the Three of Swords. And I feel this Ten of Cups comes in, and this complete emotional fulfillment within yourself when you have completely healed from past pain, completely healed your heart space. And even I heard as well, like when you've completely healed, there's no level of, you know how sometimes people, we maybe recognize the growth we've had, but we may be kind of not bitter, but kind of not think positively of that time. I feel for this group, you reach a point where you're completely at peace with what happened, how it happened. Like there's no sense of, you know, bitterness or being upset. Like you're just completely centered. And I feel because you radiate such a high frequency, that's what you attract in kind. I feel like you attract in people that are very high vibrational, people that love themselves completely, people that don't look to another person to kind of validate them or to assign their worth, perhaps. And I feel it's like spirit is really proud of the journey that you've been on, because even if people face difficult circumstances, not everyone will turn that to a positive. Not everyone will seek the wisdom from that experience. And I feel for this group, you really have. And again, with the Ace of Cups, I keep hearing balance. It's like, for some of you, you may have had relationships that were very imbalanced, or you were giving a lot, you know, perhaps there were people around you who didn't really focus or care about your needs, your feelings. Whereas now I feel like you're attracting in people, opportunities and situations where your needs are also a priority. And perhaps as well, if you've had connections that were tumultuous, where it's very up and down, it could have been quite, I'm hearing dramatic, very intense. I feel as though now you attract in circumstances and connections that are very even, that are very peaceful, harmonious, because you found that harmony within yourself. And I feel like people are going to be really recognizing the light that you bring. I feel like the positivity, the light, the beauty, that's going to really draw in kindred spirits and kindred souls. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Hi, group 4. Okay, so for this group, I feel like spirit is letting you know there's something for you to leave behind. With time to go here, we have 4 of Cups, 4 of Swords, and 10 of Swords. It's almost this sense that something's come to completion, or there's something that's closing out. This wheel is turning. With no place like home, I keep hearing the phrase like home is where the heart is, and finding where your heart is. Finding it could be finding people that feel like home, finding a setting, a location that is kind of more supportive or more nourishing for you. There's just that energy of, I feel like for some of you, you may be on the move, because I feel like something has closed out or something's not working for you, but you're not quite sure what this new opportunity is yet. It hasn't fully come into focus, or you're still trying to gain clarity in terms of what that looks like, where you want to focus your energy, what you want to move towards. With the Ten of Swords beneath it, we do have this Seven of Wands as well. And there could be a little bit of defensiveness or feeling a bit guarded, feeling like protecting your space, protecting your energy. But with the Seven of Wands and the Hermit, I do feel like it's like Spirit is illuminating certain things for you. It's not, I don't feel like you've been shown all the cards with this moon above. There's a sense of good luck and opportunity around you, but you may not quite see it yet. It's like, it's almost like the universe has something up its sleeve. There's changes and there's fulfillment coming in, but you can't see this opportunity yet. I also feel though right now, the attention and focus needs to be on what needs to be cleared away. With a message in a bottle as well, like you may have received a message or a sign or even a knowing internally that something isn't working or something has to be released. And it could be as well like Spirit really encouraging you to heed that guidance and to listen to that. Because I feel like you could be on the precipice of something new, or there could be something new that really benefits you and Spirit is asking you to move in that direction. With Four of Cups though, I do feel with this situation that's either closing out or that Spirit is asking you to look at and to potentially let go of, I feel for many of you, you're not satisfied. There's something in your physical world or circumstance that isn't working for you, that perhaps you're ready to let go of or you're contemplating letting go of. Because with that Four of Cups and Four of Swords, Ten of Swords, it's like, that's the energy of being done. Like I'm ready to move on. I've gained all I could from this. You know, it was a great experience. It's time for the next chapter. It's time for the next, venture. I just heard adventure as well. With community as well, like fulfillment sitting above community, there could be new connections, and I'm getting more of a soul tribe energy where you attract in individuals that are more aligned with you. But again, I feel like a lot of this is happening behind the surface. I feel for some of you, you may not be aware of this. There may not be that glimmer of hope yet, or you may not see the physical manifestation of what's coming. But here with the Magician as well, I do feel like there's an emphasis on creation, on manifestation, on, you know, being really clear in regards to your intentions, what you want for this new cycle, what fulfills you, taking time out to really go within as well. So you're clear in terms of, okay, you know, with this Ten of Swords energy, this isn't working for me. This is what I need to let go of. I feel like there is an element of introspection that happens first. And I feel like all will be revealed in good timing, because there is an opportunity for fulfillment here and there is a change. And I feel like that ushers in a lot of blessing for you. But again, Spirit isn't revealing it all. You may not be fully aware of it, or you may not yet fully see what's about to come in, or even you may not fully be aware of how that's going to affect or change your life. It's like Spirit wants your attention here on closing out and being really clear and connected with yourself in terms of what is working and what isn't. You know, what you want to move into the future, what you want to let go of, what brings you happiness and fulfillment, or I should say who, and what doesn't serve it. I just feel like there may be a lot of reflection. I'm seeing like a lot of journaling, meditation, you know, it could be listening to music, anything that helps you really deep dive. With the Wheel of Fortune, I also feel like Spirit is saying, if you're not satisfied with where you're at right now, what is your ultimate dream? I keep looking at the star here. What is your ultimate dream in terms of this new cycle and this new chapter? If you could live anywhere, or you could have a particular home environment, where would it be? What would it look like? Yeah, when it comes to career, if you could be kind of doing anything or focused on anything, what would you be doing? How would you be expressing yourself? It's like perhaps reassessing or questioning what really works for you, what makes you happy, what holds you back. I just see a lot of self-examination. Yeah, and it's getting away as well. With the Ten of Swords sitting above the Seven of Wands, it's getting away from the people and the situations, or closing out those things that kind of hurt you. And it doesn't have to be to an extreme extent, like the things that sting, the things that don't really feel aligned, the people that, you know, may be a little bit negative, or situations where you feel you can't be your authentic self, where you have to guard and protect yourself. I see you moving towards situations and people that are more spiritually perhaps illuminated. So dealing with people and circumstances where they are of a higher vibration. You're attracting in higher quality connections, relationships, people. But I also feel that there is going to be an opportunity that comes in here. And I feel like this opportunity is something that brings in quite a radical or drastic change. So it could be like a new career opportunity, new job, promotion. It could be as well a relocation where you're moving somewhere. I feel like there's a lot of change coming in, especially in the sectors of career and connection. Because I feel like you may be at a point where you're going to be attracting in connections that are more nourishing for you and more spiritually aligned. But I do feel there's an element of synchronicity as spirit helps to bring this to fruition. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.